Well, good afternoon everybody. Quick Saturday afternoon walk, and this is exactly how you'd expect a warm sector to look. We've had a warm front that's passed its way northwards through the UK during the course of today, and it's that's brought lots of moisture, lots of mild air with it as well from off the Atlantic Ocean, and we can see that here with the cloud that's around us at the moment. Some deep nimbus stratus cloud up there. We've probably got bases, or what would you call it? I don't know if you can see that clearly enough here, but I'd probably go with bases here of around sort of 11 to 1200 feet. It has been lower. Now, of course, I'm actually inland. I'm about 2 miles to the west of Halfpenny Green. And what tends to happen in these warm sector conditions is that as the moist air moves inland, it dries out eventually, and that's what's happening now. So actually our visibility has improved significantly from where it was this morning. We were down at around about the 2 to 3 kilometre mark earlier on this morning, but it's now come up, and actually we're probably near around 10 to 12 kilometres. Not unusual actually this far into a warm sector after several hours. So the warm sector is the bit then between the warm front and the cold front, and it's in there that we do expect lots of rain. We expect low cloud and drizzle and really misty, murky conditions. It's not particularly a pleasant place. If you're flying, then it tends to be this low cloud and rain and low visibility. If you're sailing, then it tends to be strong winds and reduced visibilities as well. So the warm sector, one of those critical areas actually, where when you're looking at a chart, you can make a damn good guess as to what the weather is likely to be. So it's always a good place to be looking on the chart for, as I say, for that low cloud and reduced visibility. What it originates from, its name is tropical maritime air, and in that warm sector, and you won't be surprised to know that the air originates in the tropics, which of course is where it's very warm. It's moist air as well, but because it's so warm, the air can actually hold that moisture as a vapour, so we don't really see it. But as it travels its way northwards over the Atlantic, so the cooler Atlantic Ocean touches that bottom layer of the air mass, and it causes the air to condense, and it's that condensation process that then causes effectively the air mass to wring itself out and causes the low cloud that we see. Eventually that just can't hold the moisture that's in it, and so it causes it to rain, and it basically gives us these sort of dull days. Now, from about this time of year, as I say, inland, things can improve when you've been in a warm sector for some time, although windward facing coasts and hills tend to stay with that low cloud and drizzle and mist and murk, so particularly you'd look for that over western and southern parts in the UK or western coasts of Europe. In the winter months, it can be that inland is just clogged up with this low cloud all day, but from about now onwards we can see this improvement taking place, and basically that's what's happening here. Now, air masses, when you read about them in the textbooks, are presented, boy, in a very dry fashion. Excuse the pun, won't you? But there needn't be, because if you can identify the air mass that you're in, then actually you're the majority of the way to being able to make a forecast yourself as to what conditions are likely to be like. And you know, as forecasters, that's what we do. I always say this: forecasters have a toolbox that they kind of pull tools out of to give a first guess as to what the forecast is likely to be, because it's impossible just to be to come in cold and have this sort of infinite supply of weather information and try and make a forecast from it. So what we try and do is to simplify, and one of the ways to do that is to look at frontal charts, or even create frontal charts ourselves, and decide what we think is going to happen. And that's basically what we do. So if you can identify the air mass that you're in, then you're going to make a much better job of preparing a forecast yourself. So we just wanted to go through that with you actually, with quite a bit of water now flowing through the stream here. Look, this is the One Brook, and you can see that's flowing quite strongly today. A lot of water flowing down there, which reflects the amount of rainfall that we received this morning. Okay, so go and have a look at the charts. You can go to weatherweb.net, and on there you'll see the charts. If you go weatherweb.net, at the top you'll see models and charts. Click on that and then click on Met Office fronts. If you're a premium member, then you can click on the WeatherWeb fronts, and you'll have our fronts marked on there as well. Just out of interest, I don't know whether you'll be able to see this, but look what I've just spotted. Somebody looking for his lunch. What about that? Mr. Heron having a look round, seeing if he can spot something to eat for lunch. Hee. I think he's probably only going to be the only thing flying today, isn't he? So yeah, go and have a look at weatherweb.net, bring up the fronts, and you'll see them on there. And as I say, we talk about air masses at weather school. So if you've not been along to weather school yet, then it'd be great to see you there. If you go to weatherschool.co.uk, you can find out more information. But yeah, I just wanted to do this live, just to kind of show you what's going on and how we can apply it to what we're actually seeing in the real world to what we're actually seeing on charts at the moment. Right, it's starting to rain a little bit, so I'm going to call it a day around about now. But hi to everybody who's joined me just briefly today. It's great to see you. We've got TQ Pilot, Aeros Flight Training. Good to see you, James the Pilot. How are you, James? Big Al Pilot. We've got RHM the Boss. We've got Fly High Guy. Good to see you too. Halbogash, it's great to see you too. We've got Red Deer. I see that we've got Kian on there as well. Kian, good to see you. We got Transports AM 2006, Lee Millward, great to see you too. And I hope to see you all very, very soon. Okay, I'll leave you that for now. Have a great Saturday afternoon, won't you? Get outside and have a look. And even though it's dull and it's wet, get out and enjoy the tropical maritime air mass if you can. Go on, there's nothing else to do, is it? You might as well amaze everybody with the fact that you know what the air mass is and why we're getting wet. Okay, see you all soon. Bye for now.